The Wishing Well for Children project is specifically for disadvantaged parents. Normally these are parents with learning difficulty or other kind of disadvantages as well as. And what we're trying to do is to get these cases of injustice reheard or revisited again in the courts, because so many cases have been distorted and corrupted with evidence and false accusations without any valid reason whatsoever other than to destroy the family and to destroy the parents in particular so that they can access their children. Keep in mind, some of these children are worth £600,000 or more, depending on their age and their colouring, because they can be sold to adoption agencies, and that's the kind of prices they will pay. So we've put together a training course for families. It's about parenting, all 7 subjects about parenting, and it's over 4 one-hour sessions. But there is so much to take in and so much to take on board. We cannot expect anyone to take it all in 4 hours of learning. So what we do is we provide a rolling support, because everybody comes across a different situation every day of their lives that they've maybe never dealt with before, and sometimes occasionally might just think, well, hang on, I'm not sure how to deal with this one. Am I doing the right thing? Or maybe you've tried something and it hasn't worked. You're going to want somebody else's angle on it. And that's what we'll be there for, to support these parents for 6 months after the training course. In with that, you can put a safeguarding course, domestic violence course, you can put relationships, and it can also have a parenting assessment. It depends on what you actually need and what will help you to get your case, or to win your case for keeping your children at home within their own family, their natural family, because the chances of them being horrifically misused, I don't know what to say to keep this on YouTube, but to avoid the children being mistreated, seriously mistreated, it is essential that they stay with their natural family. That's because the statistics unequivocally prove that children who live with their family, their natural family, throughout their lives are so many times safer, happier and higher achieving. One quick statistic for you is that they average 30% higher grades than the average for the rest of the country. In this project, we want every service user to have a solicitor, because for this project in particular, we can only work with clients who have a solicitor involved in their case. It protects us, it protects the service user, it protects everyone all around, and it builds a rock solid case that has been reviewed. Everything that we do may be reported to the solicitor with a pure and simple agenda, really, to provide the best evidence we can and to provide the best courses that we can to make sure that the parents can look after the child and they can safeguard them and they can deal with relationship problems and they can deal with things like resilience, etc., and socialising of children. They can deal with all these issues that parents come across every day of their lives. Now, because the course is so intense, we don't expect everybody to take it all in immediately, and we provide a 6-month rolling support service that's included in the price. The parents can then do the course, not worry, don't be anxious about it. There's no exam at the end. It just shows that you've been aware, or just to highlight little issues in your mind, really. So that somebody said to me yesterday, I mentioned something to them and she says, I remembered what you said about this. And that's the way that it works. You'll forget all about it until it comes up, a situation goes up, and you think, wow, we did this in the course, what was it? And you can just call me and find out. I'll remind you. So somebody will remind you. So that the idea is that you're not just going on 4 hours, it's going on for 6 months. And that is what the social services should be providing these parents with. It shouldn't be left up to us, but out of necessity. That's why we're here. The case that we put to the court is to prove that the parents are capable and they have all the necessary support that they need or they may need. You do need a solicitor though, because in some cases, not everyone, but in some cases, the solicitors will put these courses on your legal aid bill. But that's up to the solicitor. I can't influence that in any way whatsoever. The usual scenario is that if the judge says, or if the social services are criticising your parenting skills, you can do a parenting course. If they're criticising your ability to choose an appropriate partner or get involved in an appropriate relationship and control the relationship, or to deal with domestic violence, anything like that, we can give you a domestic violence course, we can do a safeguarding course. We can be, if your children are disruptive and you're accused of neglecting them or not being able to control them, we'll give you the behaviour management course, which is a passive behaviour management course. In other words, you won't have no need to punish them. In fact, you'll avoid sounding aggressive. Once you finish this course, you'll understand how to control children without resorting to intimidation. So anything that they throw at you, by now we've got the experience to know what they will throw at you. We have the course to deal with it. There's about 5 or 6, actually, if you added them all up, because they're not all charged, some of them are free, but if you added all of them up, it only comes to about £290 for everything. So it's not a great deal, but it does help if it comes out your legal aid, you can then have exactly what you want. And you're not looking at your budget and what you can afford and what you can't afford. We don't make any money out of it, certainly not at the moment, but we don't make any money out of this whatsoever. When we've proved ourselves and we get a reputation, then we might increase the prices. But at the moment you're getting rock bottom, no profit. It's a non-profit company anyway. So we're not losing anything as such, but we're just managing to pay our way, which is all we want. Get in touch. And if you need any help getting a solicitor, we'll show you how to go about it. You're better with someone, not too local, but somebody within your travelling distance that you can visit. But you do need a solicitor. Please subscribe if you haven't done already, and tick on the bell for notifications, and click a like if you liked the video. Thanks for listening, I do appreciate it. Thank you.